And so, like any dignitary, the governor, anyone coming up, Charles Harvey, he could sell that. He was the one selling the project.
And then when he left this project, he went to Marquette and in the city of Permian.
Right. He planned for that city.
That's what we did.
He planned for that city to bypass Marquette. He thought it was going to be bigger and better than Marquette, and it's one of those kind of sad things. He didn't work well with others, and like on his right before his death, he just kind of just said, you know, something to that effect. I should have tried harder. And he was involved in a project to build an elevated railroad in New York, and like he pushed all these things through. The first test of it, but he irritated everyone he worked with. Because I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling he was one of those people when the camera comes out and they, yeah, I know her. She wears a red coat everywhere so that when there's a picture, it stands out. And I think that because he kept getting pushed out of projects. He would get it going, he'd get all this excitement, and then he would get maybe push the wrong person out of the frame.
Or people finally realize he doesn't really know what he's talking about. He's just a salesman.
And unfortunately, you know, put it directly into marketing. You know, it's fine. You have to figure ideas from You're welcome. I don't know where it's registered. This is a Viking ship that cruises on the Great Lakes. Yeah, at least in the summer. This ship in particular started in Toronto, Ontario. It's going through the Great Lakes, and it's going to end its trip in the Viking Polaris and Viking Activity.
The other one last.
Yeah, Kansas went through last. Good afternoon. Kansas is going to be back July 3rd. And they do excursions here.
The Viking Polaris. This vessel is 672 feet long by 78 feet wide. It is a passenger cruise ship. It was built in Norway in 2022. The vessel is owned by Viking Cruises. Based out of Switzerland, the vessel is registered in Norway. The Viking Polaris is a polar class expedition ship that carries up to 378 passengers in 189 staterooms. In addition to cruising the Great Lakes, the ship has also traveled to South America and the Antarctic. Once it is secured in the lock, it will be raised 21 feet to the upper St. Mary's River or Lake Superior level. Once the lower gate is closed and the filling valves are open, she will be raised approximately 1 foot in front of it. Before it leaves the lock, you will see the upper gates open, the ship arrestor will be lifted, and the ship will be torn one time. The hull was completed in 1968 and is 1,200 feet long by 110 feet wide. It is named for General Orlando M. Poe, who served as a Detroit district engineer in the 19th century. The Sault is the largest navigation lock on the Great Lakes, and the only one capable of locking through the biggest of the Great Lakes vessels. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about how the locks work or about Great Lakes shipping, stop in and see us in the Visitor Center. Thank you for visiting and have a great day.
It's going to Thunder Bay, Ontario for its next excursion day. And it's going to end it's Canada, Thunder Bay. So it's a Canadian port, and it's Thunder Bay. And then it's going to end its entire trip. I started here in 2009. When I was going to graduate school, I wanted to have a job with a company. So my master's degree is museum studies, and I specialize in radio experiments. So it's a very small field of jobs. I went to Kalamazoo, Western Michigan University, radio experiments.
Once you hear anything like you have the spring thaw,
Sign down there.
yeah. I mean, they have the Canadians.
The Canadians are better icebreakers. Honestly.
Well, this next thing is, I think the one they have 10 years, like, committed to like 10 years.
A big difference though is in the U.S. Coast Guard, there's different approaches. In the U.S. Coast Guard, they're jacks of all trades. So you might be doing buoy tending and ice breaking, then you might go to Florida and do law enforcement, or you might be working on a river. In the Canadian Coast Guard, you break ice. Right. So, well, and you get specialized. And if you're just doing buoys, you're just doing buoys. So my mom and dad used to go to either side of the area, back and forth. And when they would have calls from ice breakers, they would be great. Because they said it was always Captain cautious on U.S. cutters. Because they're only doing this for 3 years. And then they're doing something completely different. And you know, I understand this is what you have. You can move people around on board. Okay. Oh, sugar. Yeah, my dad. Right now. It's very special. And they become experts. My dad was Captain Polaris at the helm. U.S. fire. Whereas immediately they get within 2 feet. Whereas the Americans are, your eyesight is made of glass. Whereas the Canadians are just like,
I just saw a neuroscience tracker.
Oh, that's okay.
The Canadian one was supposed to be Arctic class, and that came out.
is that the mark of one?
No,
Reality.
that one. I think it's the largest one they made.
Okay.
Well, that is in I think so. But it's never been in the yeah, we just kind of stand every time you see it, like one more day on a photo.
Like you can
And then they have problems with they break off.
Right. I was the in the Corps of Engineers, we're 5% active duty, and then we're 95% because we're doing civil work partners and you need people who are there for 30 years to see something like that through. We have to change everybody every 4 years. I mean, nightmare. You never get into
It's been there for years. It's the original. That's really
yeah.
Well, we're very passionate about it.
Well, and he was saying,
oh yeah.
oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then this people do it too. Oh, I knew that. When you're talking about that, oh, yeah. What happened?
I did this at the accent up there.
So